This monitor is very convenient. You just put it on your wrist. So right now I'm gonna put it on my wrist here, and then just lock it there, and then just press, and then just wait for it to measure. So there, you hear that whirring sound, and then yeah. I have a feeling it's still high. I still have a feeling it's still high. So yeah, I hope it comes lower, because the last time I checked it was 140 over 100. So I don't know with this one. So let's see. Still checking. Whoops. Is this serious? Hi guys, welcome to another episode of FLM Trips, and today is a different vlog. So 2 days ago, I was rushed, well not really, I rushed myself to the emergency room because I had throbbing headaches for 3 days na. I have throbbing headaches for 3 days na, and on the third day, after my last meeting, I told the people at the office that I would go to the emergency room because it really hurts. So I went to the emergency room of St. Luke's QC. So just calmly, you know how I am, I'm just very calm. So I filled up all the forms and just went there. So apparently, my blood pressure went up to 180 over 110. And apparently that's a severe case of blood pressure. So well, yeah. So going to the emergency room, so they gave me, they infused me with paracetamol, and also checked my blood pressure from time to time, and it didn't go down. So they had to give me catapress under my tongue so that my blood pressure would go down. So from 180, it went down to 160, then apparently to 150, then 140. Then the resident doctor in St. Luke's advised me to go to a cardiologist. So today, as we speak, this morning, I went to the cardiologist to find out what really is happening with me. So if you want to know what happened during that conversation with the doctor, let's watch this.
So yeah, because of your family history, both parents have hypertension. This is most likely partially genetic, as well as partially due to your lifestyle, your environment, your occupation, if you lack sleep, if your diet isn't best, if you have a lot of salt or very convenient foods that are heavy in the salt. All that factoring together to put you at a higher level of risk and elevation of blood pressure. You smoke? Smoke is also a factor. So with the levels that you're achieving, 180 and above, that's already what you consider hypertensive urgency. There's stages to hypertension. Stage pre-hypertensive, maybe stage 1, stage 2, and then hypertensive urgency, hypertensive emergency. So, fortunately, hindi ganun yung sitwasyon mo. Pero, it's not to say na hindi ba nangyari. So, typically, for patients like you, with a strong family history, a very high-stress occupation, and maybe not the best diets, we really recommend establishing the fact if you're truly hypertensive. So usually, traditionally, it was to get your blood pressure two times in a span of 6 weeks, and to see if both levels are elevated above 140 over 90. That's a traditional way. Since then, they've evolved, and we commonly do now what we call an ambulatory blood pressure monitor, ABPM. Basically, you wear it for 24 hours, it measures your blood pressure throughout the day, and if we can establish ranges or trends that are elevated above 140, we can really consider hypertension. You don't have to wait 6 weeks.
So it's not fast na parang kunyari now you're gonna diagnose me na hypertensive agad.
Well, I could. I could because the factors of your family history and the multiple occasions of elevation. The fact na umabot ka ng 180
Yes, the other day.
without any really significant triggering factors and that precipitate none. I could already diagnose you.
Actually, yesterday, I actually bought already yung pero yung pang wrist lang, yung digital. So I checked it like twice or thrice yesterday. The average was ano na eh, parang 130.
130 is still acceptable.
130 over 98. Parang ganun.
98 is a little high, so the diastolic hypertension. Typically, diastolic hypertensive patients we see in the younger age group. So, they're 90s parate, but as you get older, it's really systolic. So, we can diagnose you as hypertensive already based on your risk factors and history. But I often give my patients the benefit of the doubt. And I really like to document the fact that these are the blood pressures you're achieving, and this is why you have to treat. Because the treatment will entail intake of medication. You know, at this point, if you were to have told me that there was no significant family history, this is the only time that I'm going to tumaas ang BP mo, I would be inclined to maybe try more natural methods. Real salt restriction in your diet, intensive exercise, and regular exercise, which will naturally lower your blood pressure down. Pero are we going to wait that long? Coupled with the factor you have a risk factor. So I'd be inclined to establish the objective levels of your blood pressure and then treat that. Because the sooner we treat, the sooner we protect your body from the long-term outcomes.
But yung treatment doc, like let's say, kasi actually, ayoko talaga umiin ng naman. Yung kunyari, you treat me with medicine. Is it like long-term already?
It can be, unless you do something significant. You really say, hey, I don't want to be on medication. I'll do the natural things that can be done so I don't have to take meds. So that would be, again, the exercise, the salt restriction in your diet. But there may come a point later on in life, say, mid-40s ka na, late 50s.
Yeah.
Okay. Because of the family history na yan dyan, hindi na maiwasan. Our goal really is to protect you from the long-term outcomes, which are cardiovascular disease, paglalaki ng puso. So your heart will be pumping, medyo mataas ang pressure externally or peripheral. So it has to fight against that. Over time, lumalaki, kumakapal yung puso. Eventually, that will lead to an end-stage problem where the heart is big already, thick already, hindi na kaya accommodate. So the final stages na will be the heart weakening. We call it heart failure. And hypertension is one of the key precursors to heart failure. Second, your kidneys. Long-standing hypertension cause increased pressures in the kidneys, increased work. Over time, your kidney functions will deteriorate. Those patients are the ones who progress to dialysis. So aside from diabetes, hypertension is the second leading cause of kidney failure. So those things we don't want to even entertain if we can. So that's why early onset of controlling the blood pressure would be beneficial. So you can avoid those problems in the future. Pero, like I said, I want to establish first that your blood pressure is at a range that is elevated and is consistently elevated. Once we do that, and it's confirmed, then we can try temporarily. I usually give my patients 2 weeks of medication, see how they acclimatize to the meds, if there is side effects. Kung wala man, tulad ka meds, blood pressure is negative, and continue medication. We want to be checked and then go from there. If you can incorporate the changes in your lifestyle, if possible, again, salt restriction, exercise, weight loss.
Yung salt restriction, as in zero salt.
No naman, limited, less than 2 grams usually. Avoid fast foods, hindi mo yung mga convenience foods, preserved foods, canned foods, pick or fresh, yeah, those things. And yeah, incorporating exercise into your lifestyle. Those will naturally bring down your blood pressure. When you achieve that, we can do trial removal of the medication. We usually taper. If it's sustained, then there may be come a point in time na makamay. But the pinaka mo is your family history na hindi mo makapalitan. The rest you can do something.
Kasi my dad's side, all of them eh. Then my mom's side, most of them. Pero sa kanila, mostly heart.
Kaya heart is can be a secondary consequence of elevated BP. So, put those two together. So, something that we want to avoid.
Yeah.
So, I'll recommend that we do that blood pressure monitoring for you. And then on your own, I will give you maybe 2 weeks. Do the blood pressure monitor when the results are back. Come back, and then we'll give you the medication for 2 weeks. Okay. And then after that, we'll see how you treat this. What medications did they give you already?
Wait. I have the paper. This is what they gave.
Did you want to do QC?
Yeah.
ER level.
Yeah.
Clonidine is the one that brings down the blood pressure cataphrase.
Yeah. Nagdadawang just by
Did they give you any medication for home?
No, kasi sabi nila, it's better just to see the doctors.
So what I'll do is request for the ABP and then
That's today then?
let's see if we can do it today.
Okay.
Now, if hindi magawa dito, you can do it outside.
Okay.
But what's
How long
important?
does that take?
It's a 24-hour evaluation.
Pero,
Pero,
I'll be at the...
they'll put a device on you
Okay.
and then send you home. You do your normal activities, solve mo lang yung device.
Okay.
Send na. And they'll analyze the information from that device. To determine whether
So, you can't get wet.
depends on the device. So, yeah. And then from there, we will determine if it's a true hypertensive state. Then it could be medications. So, if they don't have it here, I recommend you do it somewhere else.
Nagbakasakali lang ako today here. Kasi I'm supposed to go to St. Luke's. I've been going here na rin.
So, meron din ako
First
sa St.
ano.
Luke's QC. So,
You go there too?
I'm usually there by appointment.
Okay.
And I have to there.
So, mga ikaw na nga talaga. Good job.
3 days in QC.
Yeah. Based in Tomas Malabra area. Are you based in QC also?
I live in QC, but I have clinic in QC and San Juan Mandaluyong. You've never taken any antihypertensive medications before? You have any allergies to the medication?
None na rin ako. feeling ko na-aggravate lang siya because I've been traveling a lot this past few months.
Talaga?
Yeah. So, different time zones. Like, I've been to LA, and then the next day I went to New York. And then 3 days after, went back to LA. Then the next day, went back to Manila. So, yeah, I guess that's also one factor. And then, yes, ako being honest, these past few days also, my food intake is quite different from the usual. Usually meats na this past few days. So, eating ko din. So you're giving me also medication?
Just in case. Mahirap na you have another episode that you have your monitor naman eh. If ever outside our monitor yung tumaas ng BP mo, then at least you have something to purchase and kailangan ka pumunta ng ER.
How often do I have to check my BP?
Yeah.
And what's the best time?
Apart from the testing that we'll do, which will encompass 24 hours out of your day, on your own, you can measure it twice a day. That would be my best, twice a day. Upon waking up sa umaga, before taking anything, and then upon sleeping.
Before sleeping.
So, and then record that. You have a notebook or a piece of paper. And then anytime in between, if you have symptoms of headache, neck pains, or nahihilo, go ahead and take your blood pressure. Kahit it's in the middle of the day, and then note the symptom that you have, what time it was. So that you can see the frequency of your elevation. Important as well is sleep. I don't know if your line of job, medyo kulang-kulang ka sa tulog.
For sure.
Usually our recommendation is a minimum 6 hours. Ideally 6 hours.
6 hours.
Pero yun, that will help with the control of blood pressure throughout the waking periods. So you can get ideally 6 hours.
I usually wake up in the middle of the night to pee actually.
That's okay. As long as you get back to bed. Pero with concerts, diba?
Yeah.
Line of work mo, I'm sure hindi yan natatapos until very araw na eh. So, and if you are expected to be up during that, baka-kulang yung tulog. So these are the medications that will possibly eventually prescribed for you. But for now, hang on to this. Don't buy it yet.
Okay.
Wait till we complete the evaluation. Ambulatory blood.
Okay. So I will try if it's
See if the schedule is too long, kasi medyo nababack up yung pagkakapit sa mga patients, then you can look at elsewhere.
Okay. And then I'll just come back to you.
Sure. Or St. Luke's if you want. And then when you have the results back, then come back to me. We'll discuss the findings. If we're spotting the trends are too high for you, then we'll target what time would be best to give your medication and how frequent. Alright?
So I won't buy this yet.
The second one is the clonidine that you took at the emergency room.
Yeah.
If ever,
Which I already have.
Yeah, if ever on your own, tumaas siya, above 160. Yan yung threshold natin eh. Kung pumalo at 160 and above, sa ilalim ng pila mo ilagay. But,
Then you don't drink water with it.
preferably not. Kasi pag tunaw natin, it's supposed to be absorbed in the blood vessels in the mouth.
Okay.
So ideally, we would use that at the very minimum. Pang mga emergency na. The mainstay of our treatment would be the first one, if ever you're required.
So I won't buy it yet. Okay. Nice talk.
So, there you have it. So, I think I do have hypertension. It's something that I've tried to escape for the last couple of years because my parents, both of them, have histories of hypertension, high blood. And for me, I thought it was just something that I could live by and something that I could just escape, because it's just high blood and then you can just go on with it, just let it flow. But what I realized is if I don't treat this properly, I'm just like a walking bomb. Just like what my mom said. So I'm just like a walking bomb that can just switch on any time of the day. Which, of course, I don't want to happen. So in the coming days, I hope you guys join me in this journey as I I get to know this condition. And in my line of work, I know it's inevitable for me not to be stressed or not to be stressed all the time. But of course, with the help of medication, well, I just hope I don't get into medication that long, because I really hate taking medicine. So yeah. So for now, I would have to monitor my blood pressure. I actually bought my blood pressure machine. So yesterday, I bought this blood pressure monitor. It's very convenient because you just put it on your wrist and then you just find out. So before I end this vlog, I'm gonna check my blood pressure for you guys to find out, and then yeah. Okay. This monitor is very convenient. You just put it on your wrist. So right now I'm gonna put it on my wrist here, and then just lock it there, and then just press, and then just wait for it to measure. So there, you hear that whirring sound, and then yeah. I have a feeling it's still high. I still have a feeling it's still high. So yeah, I hope it comes lower, because the last time I checked it was 140 over 100. So I don't know with this one. So let's see. Still checking. Whoops. Is this serious? I'm gonna check again. It's quite high. I'm gonna check again. It might be just... It might be just an error, but let me just check again. Few more. So yeah. Whew. Okay. So apparently I'm 170 over 126. Oh my god, it's still high. So I think I need to rest this out. So yeah. So again, I hope you guys join me in this journey, and I hope I get well soon.